Hi guys, it's CJ from CJ's Keto Kitchen. It's Wednesday, December the 27th, and that means it's time for another episode of Keto Conversations. So, we're 3-4 days away from a new year rolling around. And in fact, tomorrow is actually December the 28th is actually my anniversary for being when I started keto 1 year ago today. And it's been a good year as far as keto goes. I've lost 65 pounds using the keto diet and living the keto lifestyle. I've met through our channel. I've talked to a lot of cool people, and through different Facebook groups I'm part of, see that there's a lot of people out there doing low carb or keto. And that's pretty encouraging because I know sometimes you might feel, or people might feel like, hey, you're kind of all alone. Your family's not doing it. Your friends at work, your coworkers aren't doing it. And you might feel like you're all alone. But I wanted to tell you that there's a lot of people who are seeing the light when it comes to keto and low carb. And you're actually ahead of the curve as far as being part of using keto to get your life and your health back. So as we roll into 2018, I wanted to first of all say a few thank yous to people. I wanted to say thank you to everybody who watches our channel on a regular basis. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate you taking the time to watch our videos. We appreciate when you comment on our videos. We appreciate questions that we get. And so we wanted to thank you guys for watching CJ's Keto Kitchen. Our goal is to help as many people as we can to hear about and learn how to start and live keto, not just as a diet, but as a lifestyle. And we're trying to show people that keto can be an everyday way of life. And, if I look back over my year, when I started the keto diet, I had been diagnosed as being a type 2 diabetic. I was taking all kinds of medication for diabetes and high blood pressure. And within probably, 3 months, all those markers of diabetes had changed. And it was due to the weight that I had lost and to being on the keto diet. And so, it's not just about weight loss. It's about your health. It's about, longevity. And if you're, like I said, if you're doing keto or low carb, you're already ahead of the curve, and other people are behind and need to catch up. I also wanted to talk about, as we roll into 2018, this is a time of year when a lot of people start thinking about New Year's resolutions. I don't know if a lot of people do that. A lot of the people that I talk to seem like they kind of given up on resolutions because they don't normally keep them anyway. And so it feels like, there's this feeling in our society that, well, why go through the exercise of resolutions because you're just going to fail anyway. And I kind of find that to be sad because, it's kind of a attitude that feels like you're just already defeated. And I personally think that if you're living, that you ought to be always about growing and changing and bettering yourself, trying to learn something, trying to move forward. That's what keeps life, to me, interesting and keeps me going every day. So as we go into 2018, like I said, a lot of people set New Year's resolutions. I actually do not do New Year's resolutions, but I do set goals for the new year every year. However, my new year starts on my birthday. So the way I look at the new year is every time I have a birthday that rolls around, that's the start of my new year. And I sit down on my birthday and I say, okay, where am I at? What didn't I get done in whatever year? And then I make adjustments as I need to make adjustments. Team, I've already been working on them, and one of the things I kind of found just through some research and just personal experience, I think one of the reasons that people fail with resolutions is that number one, they set unrealistic expectations. Number one, and then number two, they try to get too much accomplished or projects that are too big accomplished. And then what happens is when they don't follow through, they get discouraged, they give up. And like I said, in our society now, it's kind of like, well, what's the point of doing resolutions because you're going to fail anyway. That's kind of the attitude that feels like it's kind of permeating throughout our society, which I actually again find pretty sad. I think it's important that as we roll into the new year, that you set goals, that you can call them goals, you can call them resolutions, you can call them whatever you want. I would just suggest that you look at maybe no more than 4 areas that you want to focus on, because anything beyond 4 areas is pretty difficult to really focus on. So, for example, I do this technique called mind mapping. I have 4 areas that I am spending time focusing on this year, and that's so finances is number 1, relationships, and this is not in any particular order. So finances, relationships, health, and spirituality, business, which is related to my blog, and to YouTube, and then just some daily habits, success habits that I try to work on every day, such as meditation, learning about business, learning about YouTube, learning about blogging, all those types of things. And what I've found is when I set those priority areas, I can then every week go to each one of those areas and plan some type of priority for that week, and then subsequently be able to take every day and say, okay, what do I need to do in the area of finances today? Sometimes there's not anything to do every day. Sometimes the answer is, like with spirituality and health, sometimes it's like with the spirituality, it's just about continuing success habits that I'm trying to build into my life. They may not change every day, but I want to build these habits, and the way you build habits is you consistently take action every day. And so that, when I kind of discovered that principle or started putting that principle and practice in my life, things really began to change. You watching me today is is one of my goals as far as setting up, getting our message out about keto and the keto lifestyle, and then not just talking about it, but actually taking steps necessary to do it. When we started YouTube, we had no flipping clue how to do it. And in fact, we're learning every day how to do new things and figuring out how to do new things all the time. And it was very, very difficult when we first started. Now we can do a video fairly quickly. We can produce a video, we can shoot a video, and I'm always looking at new techniques, new ways to increase the production value of our videos. But it's just like anything you do when you start off with a new venture or trying to learn a new skill. It is difficult when you first start. And I think that's one of the things that people get hung up on as well when they set resolutions. If you haven't been exercising all year, don't think that you're just going to just jump into it January the 1st or January the 3rd or whenever, and think that your body is just going to, you're not 20 years old anymore. And you might be. But either way, you need to be realistic about the goals that you set, and don't try to bite off more than you can chew. Set small, obtainable goals every day. things that you can win with every day. And you know what? If you don't win or get everything done in a day, that's okay as well. I start off every week, have weekly priorities. I don't always get everything done, but that's something that I'm continuing to work on. It's a process, and I'm making progress, and the progress is what's important. So, again, that's enough of me preaching about goals and resolutions. I would encourage you to set some as we roll into the new year. Um, CJ's Keto Kitchen is here to help you, to encourage you, to answer questions. If you have questions about keto and how to live keto as a lifestyle, that's what we're here for. That's what we're about. We want to help as many people as we can and spread the message about keto, about low carb, so that people's lives can be changed just like our lives have been changed. We've gotten back our health, we've got our weight under control, and we're not done. We still want to accomplish more goals. We still want to lose more weight. And, you know, come on and join us. We're glad that you're here. Thanks for watching CJ's Keto Kitchen. We appreciate you, and we hope that your 2018 is successful and that you, at the end of 2018, you're further ahead than when you started. Peace. Thanks for watching CJ's Keto Kitchen. Bye-bye.